Hello, viewers again. It's Mike again. Just wanted to do the second part of the video. The first part of the video was setting up your Fire Stick 4K or any Fire TV device from the basic unboxing to bring it to a stage where you've got everything in the background and the Fire Stick itself set up. We also did a video on the application in the top left of this picture called Background Apps and Processes List. That's a good app for cleaning up your Fire Stick, and in my mind a must do, a must have and a must do. So if you want to check out those videos, by all means go ahead and do that. But then the second part of the video was basically bringing your Fire Stick from the basic setup, which as you saw was quite a process to get things right and to get things to run smoothly, to actually now putting on the various applications that will be useful for your viewing pleasure. So in this video we're going to put in an application called APK Time. The reason for that is on there you'll find the mouse toggle application, which will help when you lose the mouse on a Fire TV device because you're not using one of their approved apps. This application will actually give you the ability, just by pressing the play button twice, to bring back a mouse for use. Again, it won't be something that you do on a lot of occasions, but there are certain applications where you will need it. We're also going to put in the M2 TVA Pro app, which is a streaming TV app. I'm going to put in the BTV app, which is a video on demand app, and the TTV app. Again, when it comes to setting all those up in the background, I'll put a video together for each one. There's quite a bit of setup. So you can see, getting your Fire Stick set up properly does take a little bit of time, but once it's done, it will really increase your viewing pleasure and get you to all of those things that you want to watch. So without any more to be said, we're going to go into Downloader. So I showed you in the previous video how to put in Downloader. It's in the little app store of the Fire Stick, and for this, because we have a short code, we're just going to go up here, and the short code for APK Time is 62337. We're going to hit go, and it's going to start looking for it. Tells me where it is. In 3, 2, 1, start the download. Download begins. It's going to say install. We're going to use the install on this one, on this screen. It's going to install the application, and at this point we're just going to say done. And here, now we see the screen, we've installed it, you see they're ready to launch. We're going to press delete. Important to do this because that's actually the app loaded to your stick. And the other one is the app running on your stick. So you don't want it twice. You don't need the raw APK file anymore. So we're going to press delete. And it's going to ask you, are you sure? And of course, we're sure. Okay, so we're going to go back just by using the back arrow. We say. And we're going to type in another short code here because we know that short code. So for the M2 TV Anywhere Pro app, the code is 33462. And in 4, 3, 2, 1, it's going to download that app. And we're just going to repeat that same process. download, then we'll install, and then we'll delete the APK file itself. See, this is a little bigger file. So we'll just let that load. As you can see, we're coming to the end of the download part of the process. So we're just going to let that finish doing its download. Then we'll do the install and delete the APK file itself. Again, we just don't want to, fill up the stick with things. So we select the install, installing the M2 TV Anywhere Pro app in this instance, and just select done, and in this instance press delete. It's going to say, do you want to sure? Yes, you want to delete. And again, for your benefit, if you don't want to go back, you can just go up here and delete that actual number. It's the same as going back to the beginning and putting in the short code. So we're just going to put in the short code here of 86342 and go, and that is for the BTV. And in 3, 2, 1, we'll start the download. I'm going to install. Done. Delete, delete. One more left on my list. Again, these are up to you whether you want to do these things, but for me, these are kind of the bare minimum, but good examples of applications to use. 225.96. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is for TV. That's TEA-TV APK. A great video on demand application, freely available for you. And again, as I said, for the setup of each of these applications, I'll do a separate video because, again, it would make this particular video incredibly long and not everybody wants all of these. But I'm just showing you and kind of repeating so that you can get the hang of how you install sideload. Some people call it jailbreak your Fire Stick so that you can get on some of the other things that are not directly available by the Amazon package. That's finishing download, install, so we have more packages to do, but in a slightly different way. Done. I'm going to delete. Yes, we want to delete. So that's it for that side of downloader. So I'm just going to press the home button, go back home, go back to my apps. So we know what we've got installed. There's the APK time, there's the M2 TV Anywhere, there's BTV, there's TTV. I'm just going to pop into the APK time. Just haven't found a short code for this particular app yet, so this is where I'm getting it from at the moment. So Fire devices only. I'm going to scroll down, and there's the mouse toddle 1.06. Going to allow APK time to work. It's going to do a download. I'm going to do an install. I'm going to say done. And that's as much. Now APK Time's got a lot of other things on. You can look through yourself. It does include BTV and TTV and a bunch of other things. I do use it a lot for various elements. So these other applications, as I say, these three here, I'm going to do a video on setting those up separately, just to give you an idea. To TV Anywhere application, you put in your username and password, and that gives you your TV. BTV is video on demand. It's offering to you TV series and movies. It's just asking for allow. English is the automatic, but there is a settings button over here which you need to go through and set up just to make it right. There's a number of settings need to be done, but some good stuff. TTV, very much like BTV, just offers differently. Again, there are some enhancements to those which you can do to make them even better beyond the settings itself. This one I did want to show you is the mouse toggle. So we put in the mouse toggle. It's already switched on. It also comes to this computer. We need to check off that box, always allow from this computer, so that it does. Say OK. I'm going to turn it off, and it says stopping. Just give it about 4 or 5 seconds. Turn on, and it says starting. It will only say starting. That is it working. As I say, if you lose the mouse in, say, BTV or TTV or similar apps, you just go in and you double tap the play button, and it will bring that mouse button on for you. Just going to see actually in its own app, does it work? No, not in itself, but it does work on the others. And so you will need that, I think, in the background and processes list. I don't know if we set that up for you, but basically that shows you that you know, you've got a number of apps now open. This is the new version. When you download the new version, it keeps the old version, so you got to delete one. But basically, all I told you in a previous video, press close all apps, clear your cache. If it's in megabytes, if it's in kilobytes, it really doesn't matter that much. Press force stop, press the back arrow once, and that will put in the next app. Same again, clear cache, force stop, and just do the same through and through. I mean, you can see this is cache in megabytes, so we're going to clear the cache, force stop, press back. This one should only be small, well, it's big enough. Force stop, and that doesn't really have any cache, we never really opened it. Force stop, press back, and now you're clear. Now when you're setting up this, there is a checkbox that comes up in here. Again, just check that off so that it allows it to use it at all times. And for this video, I do believe that we're good. We showed you how to install Nova Player on the previous video. Again, it's you can search that and the background apps and processes list on the main menu here. You just go into find, down to search, type in back, and as soon as I get that file, you see background apps and processes list. You select it, you would select that and say install. Mine's already installed, so it's there. I go back again and I go up and clear that search, and I say Nova Video Player is the one. That's a good. video player to have set up. And again, same thing, Nova video player, you select that and you say get, and you've got the app to use. There's a little bit of setup piece when you press the Nova video player for the first time. I can't have actually opened it yet, but it will say that you need to allow it to play, and so you just need to check that off, and then it comes up here. But you're really not going to work it from this level. You're going to work it from a different app using the Nova video player to play. And again, if you watch the videos, that will be in here, here, and here, where I would use that particular app because it works really well with the Fire TV devices. And then one other thing, again, I did mention this in another video, but I call this line the usual suspects. This is where I put in all the things that I would use on a regular basis. So to change that, you just press the apps button here, the little 3 little squares and plus, and then depending on what order you want them in, you press the menu button here. When you've highlighted it, and it can say move or move to front. So if I know which order I want them in, I can just say move to front, and these will go in the order that I want to have them up front, to front. So now when I go up to my usual suspects by pressing the back arrow, this is the one that I probably use the most, and then so on and so forth. And this is the one I use for cleaning up, and this is your internet. And if you've got Prime, and if you need all the apps, you press this button. So again, I hope they were good reminders. If you like the video, please press the like button. If you'd like to subscribe, press the subscribe button. And we'll see you on the next video. You have a great day.